everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. It's Friday Night Live with Peaceful Nik. Oh, I may rename it that. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Say hello, say hello. Let me know you're in the house. I see a bunch of comments already. Thank you for being here. I am going to have a members only live at 8 Eastern. And let's see. I thought I put that on here. Yeah, okay, here it is. So at 8, there'll be a members only live. So if you're interested in becoming a member, there's a variety of different places you can choose that option. The people in the chat are more likely to be more helpful than me because I don't know what device you're on, because different devices have different choices, but I'm glad you're here. I will be live about 30-40 minutes here, and then the members only live about the same. I have a 9 p.m. meeting with a group overseas, so I have to 9 p.m. Eastern, so I have to be ready for that. So that's what we're doing. So tonight, ask me anything from family drama to politics. Plus, I'll do some card pulls. I have a brand new deck that I have not pulled cards from yet. I've shuffled it. I've set an intention. I've cleared them, given them good energy and all the good stuff you're supposed to do, but have not pulled these cards. So I want to try these out tonight. So we'll see when we get there. They are Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards is what they're called. They're very pretty. They're very pretty. So, hello, Dawn. Hello, Maureen. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Maureen, welcome in. Welcome in. Joyce, Deborah, Mangled Unicorn, Jeannie, Cindy P, member number one. Robin, and whoever else is here, say hello. Vivian, hello. Yeah, I want to just answer questions. I cannot already be losing my voice. I just started. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Dina. Welcome. Oh, I have to fix something over here real quick. I don't know why it's not here. All right. So give me your questions. Oh, Debbie. Oh, nickname Debbie from today. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Terry. Okay, Jeannie, you'll be first up. Kelly's in the house. Nora. Oh, I love that question, Nora. I must tell you all, I need to make a confession. I have fallen very, very, very behind on my responsibilities. I have so many things I have to do. And I want to acknowledge that you all are very busy also. And I am just happy when you take the time to be here. And I appreciate that you watch my videos and ask me questions and you join my lives, because I know everyone is very, very busy and has a very busy life, right? We all have responsibilities, and I just appreciate you being there. Okay, Jeannie, concerned about my job. I feel, where'd it go? I feel like my director is roadblocking my career movement. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull good old Rider-Waite Tarot on that. I'm going to pull a card for that. Okay, let's see what the one card for Jeannie Pericoli. Her director blocking her. All right, let's see what this is. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is telling me, so the Page of Pentacles is goal-oriented. This is having to do with abundance and money. So this is telling me that you have the ability to move your career forward regardless of what your director is doing. And if there is a literal block there by this person, you can navigate it in a different way. It's making me see the in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, remember that movie? There's a scene where they're trying to convince the dad to do something. And the woman said, the man may be the head of the household, but the woman is the neck and she can move his head. And so this Page of Pentacles is saying, yes, you'll be successful no matter what you do. But if you need to navigate around this person, you can use your resourcefulness to do that. So you can get to where you want to be. And even if that is in the future, having a different employer, you can do that. So I hope that helps. Nora, I love talking about this stuff, but how are Shady Vance's first few months looking after taking over for the orange stain? Well, I'm going to say it's a very, the problem with Shady Vance is he is educated and he is a very smooth talker and he has nefarious backings. He has very, lots of money backing him. And so it could be more things, worse things could happen because he does have all his faculties. Not that I agree with anything he says now, but he does have all his faculties and he is educated and he is slick. If you saw him in the debate with the vice presidential debate, he is very well spoken and very quick to answer intelligently. Not that I agree with him at all, but so that to me makes it even more dangerous. The big thing is we have to make sure that Congress gets enough seats to be able to essentially make them useless in the executive branch, because the Supreme Court has essentially said, we're going to do whatever Trump wants us to, for the most part. So it's going to be a long time before we can reverse this damage. 10 to 20 years before we go back to, if we're lucky, if we save democracy, if we can save democracy, it'll be 10 to 20 years before we go back to what we all know and love in our country. Ellen, what will September be like for me? Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull the new cards for you for September, Ellen. Okay, I'll pull a card, one card. Pull a card for Ellen. These are brand new. You're my first card pull with these cards, and they're saying keep shuffling. I've shuffled them 1,000 times to try and loosen the deck up. Oh, this I love. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to slow down. No one said this whole life is a race. It's okay to slow down. So this is telling me, Ellen, there are things that you can relinquish responsibility for. I tell people this all the time. There's a lot of married single mothers out there where the mom and wife really does 98% of all the responsibilities in the household, even if she works outside the home, plus the emotional toll, plus all of the background stuff, the paperwork, the bills, the insurance, kids' school paperwork, all the paperwork you have to fill out. Sometimes you have to put your foot down and make your partner do these things. Don't do things for a partner who's an adult and fully capable of doing them, or any other adult in your life. If you have an adult child who you're taking care of, who is fully able-bodied, don't do their laundry. right? Don't do things for people who are capable of doing it themselves. Don't clean up after adults who can do it themselves. Slow down, relinquish some of those responsibilities, and concentrate on you. I'm not talking about little children. I'm not talking about people who you caretake for who are disabled or elderly. I'm talking about fully able-bodied adults. And even kids, I started making my kids do laundry as soon as they could reach the buttons. And my kids are really tall like my husband, so they could reach the buttons before they were 10. So they were doing laundry a long time because I worked 2 jobs. So slow down, Ellen. Slow down. Kevin, how quickly will my illness progress? So I don't make medical predictions, and I don't make pregnancy predictions, and I don't make death predictions, but I will pull a card for you, Kevin. Okay. So I don't make a prediction, but this card will be guidance. Do something kind for someone without expectation. Look how beautiful that is. I love the colors on here. So when we are ill or afraid and thinking, oh my God, it's going to get worse. Oh my God, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So what I say is move your thought pattern to, I feel good. I feel healthy. I am healthy. Move your thought from fear of getting sicker or worse to, I am healthy. I am strong. I am able to walk down the block, whatever it is. Because your body, you can convince your body that it's better than it is. Look up placebo effect trials and watch the latest Myembiolics breakdown here on YouTube with Anita Morgiani. Anybody with any kind of illness needs to watch that podcast because it's a beautiful, wonderful story. She healed herself through a near-death experience. She didn't heal herself, I guess, technically. She was healed during a near-death experience. And she was like 80 pounds and on her deathbed. So watch that. And when you do kind things for people, it raises your vibration and your energy. And that doesn't mean you have to go buy somebody a Maserati or something, but text your loved ones and tell them how much you love them. Or if you go to the grocery store, tell the checkout lady that she has a beautiful smile. Something kind. It doesn't always have to be monetary. Just take a moment and be kind to others, because the more kind you are, the higher your vibration is. So I wish you luck and peace and healing. Maureen, may I have a reading from my mom? I feel she's hiding something from me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see what the cosmic, I feel like tarot's more appropriate for this, Maureen. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will be live for members only at 8. Interesting, Maureen. This is the Rider-Waite Tarot, and it is the 5 of Wands. And that is, you see everybody's fighting in disagreement here, fighting and in disagreement. It says competition, conflict, argument, disputes, lack of cooperation, tension, rivals, and opposition. So just ask her. If you're an adult, just ask her. Say, I have a feeling that there's something you need to tell me, or there's something you need to talk about. There are very diplomatic and soft ways to invite people to share things with you. So just be straight up with her. Just be straight up with her. But that does show conflict on that card. Hi, Nik. Karina Nik. Ooh, what will September be for the collective, Deborah? Great question. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards for that. September collective. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, interesting. Okay, I have been saying for a long time that, and this is no offense to anybody, I've been saying for a long time women are going to have to save this country from itself. And the first card is Queen of Swords. We have to rise up together. This is a woman, she's sitting on her throne, she's a queen. We're all queens when we accept our power. She's got her sword, she's ready for battle. That doesn't mean physical battle. I don't believe in war of any kind. It's intellectual battle, right? We need to raise our vibration and be intelligent about how we move forward for the collective. And this Queen of Swords is a great representation of what we need. We need strong women and men who will join with them in an intellectual capacity. I hear often that from haters and closed-minded people that a woman shouldn't be president because she's too emotional. Well, let me tell you, last night I saw a video because the Dallas Cowboys traded a player before the season started that was their best player, and men were throwing their TVs on the floors and burning their jerseys. I've never seen a woman do that over a sports team or over her book club or whatever. So women have more self-control over their emotions for many reasons. One is boys and men traditionally were not taught how to deal with their emotions, so they have emotional dysregulation. Women have had to have more self-control because we're the caretakers. And so we know how to multitask, we know how to critically think, and we know how to use our wisdom to make shit happen. And so the first card is Queen of Swords. She's sitting on her throne, she's using her intellect and power to make shit happen. And that's what we need. The next is Ace of Cups, joy. So when we do get our stuff together, this doesn't mean by September 30th, this is going to be complete, but this is the feeling of the rising up of what needs to happen. The Ace of Cups always have to do with emotions and feelings. So this is love, emotional awakening, fulfillment, growth, compassion, creativity. And I didn't even realize what I was saying before matched this card as far as that. We have to use our intellect and our love. Love is the highest vibration. We must build a community of high vibrational people in order to overcome what is happening. Period. It's the only way. Getting angry and bitching and moaning about it is not going to help anything. We have to find all the people who want to make the world better, love, lift the vibration, and be the Queen of Swords at the same time. And then Page of Wands is the third card. This is using your imagination. So again, critical thinking, creativity, okay? Page of Wands is we're going to have to be more extroverted, fresh ideas, cheerful, energetic. If we fall into the negative and stay there, our democracy will be destroyed. Period. It's not hate and anger and divisiveness is not going to help us. We must band together with love and compassion. That doesn't mean don't be an ass kicker at all. It doesn't mean that. You still have to have boundaries and you still have to stand up for what is right. And sometimes a little rough talk and action that is important needs to take place. I'm not saying, oh, just go hug everybody and we're going to save the democracy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying being extremely negative is not what's going to save the democracy. We have to be smart and creative and use our wise mind collectively to save this country. And that's what the cards say. So great question, Debbie. I'm doing good. Let's see. Thank you for the question. Justice Roberts, this is a good question. I didn't know that. I've been avoiding the news because it's crazy. Justice Roberts has stated he is very concerned about the state of our Constitution. Will SCOTUS rescind Trump's immunity? I don't think they're going to rescind anything because there are 6 conservative judges who claim to be, constitutionalists and blah, blah, blah. But really, they're just put in there by him, 3 of them to, do his bidding. Because it's 6 conservative to 3 liberal, whatever the labels are, I don't think they're going to take away his immunity. And the immunity is for, it is for official acts as president. Now, this man has gotten away with everything and the most horrible crimes and still hasn't had punishment. So I think he will probably go to a dementia ward or the coroner's office before he is held accountable for anything. That's just my feeling. I used to think for years, I watched the news every day, hoping he'd be taken out of office the first term and held accountable. And then it never happened. And then he was found guilty of 34 felonies. And then he got elected president, supposedly. Well, he's in office. So I don't think there will be any legal punishment for him. That's just my feeling. I just don't. I think he'll be out of office one way or another before that happens. Either through illness, 25th Amendment. Wouldn't surprise me if J.D. Vance got some of the cabinet members to 25th Amendment him just to get rid of them so they can do what they really want to do, which is far worse than what's already been done. So I'm sorry if that's not the answer you want, but that's just the feeling I get. Veronica, do you see anything positive happening for me by the end of the year? Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for you, Veronica. I say this, okay? In order to change your mindset, and this is for anybody, before you get out of bed, and if you've been here, you've heard me say it. Say 5 positive things every morning before you get out of bed, before you look at your phone, before you turn on the news. Say 5 positive things. I always say, I love my bed. First thing I say, because I love my bed. I have all the Pearl Jam albums. I've been collecting them for 30-something years, framed, unopened, and on my wall. I love my Pearl Jam albums. I love the sunlight coming through the window, et cetera, et cetera. 5 positive things. Then when you brush your teeth or wash your hair or get in the shower, you want to just concentrate on what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. That keeps your mind in the present moment and keeps the train of negative thoughts from going through your head first thing in the morning. Then write an I am statement that you repeat. You can put it on your nightstand, on your mirror, and say, I am a successful horseback riding instructor, or I am a successful economist or professor. Whatever it is you desire, make an I am statement and repeat it over and over. See yourself as if it has happened. And you repeat it and repeat it. Maybe I am in a healthy, happy relationship. I am financially abundant. You can write as many of these as you want, but repeat them and see yourself in them. Because when you do that, you tell the universe that's what's happening in your life, and then those things start to happen. So that's what I would say. And a card for Veronica. Oh, it didn't flip. These new cards sometimes take a minute to flip. A card for Veronica. Listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. So listen to what your body's telling you and do what it's asking. Usually rest. Usually when you're doing too much, your body needs to rest. Then when you're rested, start moving. Start moving your body. Get a little sun. Take some good vitamins. Eat good food. So, Veronica, I hope that helps. I know I'm way behind on the comments. Let me see. Connie G. Will I find love again? If so, when, if you see it? I say the same thing to every single person who asks me this question in any way. Heal your trauma. First and foremost, heal your trauma. Go to therapy, read a self-help book or any combination. Get your mind and emotions right. Get your finances in order. Get your home in order, whatever kind of home that is. Get a stable home environment. Get your education if you haven't already. Get yourself to an independent state of, I can survive anything on my own as much as possible, emotionally, financially, all of those things to the best of your ability. Not everyone starts at the same level playing field financially. Not everybody starts with the same support system, but do the best you can to get your emotions and your finances in check and your trauma. Then you will be able to recognize when the right person comes into your life. Or when you do get in a relationship with somebody, you will be able to discern, is this person a good fit for me? Are they going to drag me down or lift me up? You want people that you can meet, two fully whole formed people, and lift each other up and make each other better. Okay, that's what I say to every single person who asks. You're welcome, Jeannie. Okay, my friend passed away. She took her life. Okay, very important. Anyone who takes their life is safe and at peace and goes to spirit. God, if you believe in God or source, would never punish someone for already not feeling well emotionally. If a kid put his hand on the hot stove, would you spank him? He already burned his hand. So you wouldn't re-punish a child if they've already been hurt. And God or source is not going to punish someone who's already suffering. So just know it is not your fault. You could not have changed anything that happened. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Forgive yourself. Find joy in life. Don't suffer forever because you blame yourself, because it's not your fault. When people, I've had very bad episodes of depression in my life, and I've had some very negative thoughts in my life. Nothing anyone would say to me could have really helped. I had to come to it on my own. So just know. Now, there's disclaimer. If anyone is feeling suicidal, please seek professional help. Okay? I'm not trying to dismiss it at all because it's people are suffering. I've had friends, I've had students who died by suicide not that long ago, actually. So I understand this is a very delicate subject. And sometimes even professional help isn't enough. Depression is a beast, and we don't know as much about the brain as we think we do. So just know that your loved one is safe and at peace. Okay. Shady is going to be up on chart. Yeah, probably. Maureen, I agree. Shady Prancer is too much of a smooth talker and a fake. Agree again. JRW, is my granddaughter going to be okay? Job, boyfriend, school. JRW, I will tell you what I tell everyone. Make sure your granddaughter is emotionally healthy first and foremost, period. Emotional health is the most important, period, dot, end of story. She does not need to be worrying about no boyfriend. No, no. Emotional health. School, if she goes to college, great, do it. Do not wish her being bogged down by someone who isn't going to lift her up. Emotional health, number one. And I say the same thing to everybody. And I say that because I was not, when I met my husband, we were both dysfunctional and unhealed. And although we've been married almost 30 years, it's a miracle that our marriage survived because we were both very unhealthy and unhealed people. And it's just by sheer will and work that we did stay married. And it was very hard. And it's been very hard. I love him. He loves me. But marriage is hard. And especially when other life things are happening at the same time. So I wish, because my mom died, so I didn't have a mom to give me any advice. I wish I would have had someone teach me the right thing before I got married. And I didn't know. So I was in love. You know how it is. Hi, Joanne. Cindy, I think we talked about, should you retire before? You just have to make that decision on how you feel, your finances. Is it going to be okay? What are the pros and cons? Can you do something part-time instead to supplement? Things like that. Let's see. I've heard Shady Vance will have marital problems or family issues. Yeah, I would be real upset if I was an immigrant and my husband wanted to get rid of all the immigrants. Like, yeah, that would cause big problems. And he doesn't offend her. That would really piss me off. Hi, Joanne. Della, your grandson has to find his own path in his own way. If he's an adult, you can only give him information and he's going to do what he wants. Maureen, pulling laundry out of the dryer at the age of 8, folding it and putting it in everyone's room to put away. Amen. Love it. Jeannie wants to know how to join as a member. Jeannie Pericoli. Sometimes it's where you comment depending on the device, or you can go out to any of my other videos and hit the join button under underneath where the subscribe button is. It's usually by there, but it depends what device you're on. You're welcome. Let's see. Benita, refer to my previous answer about relationships and love. Get your mind right, education, etc. Deal with your trauma. Gina, my dad is 72 and throws epic tantrums. Definitely needs strong women to save this country. Exactly. Exactly. Butterfly, anything in my past that is affecting me negatively in this life? If you mean past life, I don't do past life regressions. So I have not had proper training for that. But I would say we all carry a lot of generational trauma. So at the very least, you probably have trauma throughout your family history and probably from your childhood. So Carol said, but yes, strong women do exist. Exactly. Joanne, how can we know if our prayers, our positivity, and higher vibration is actually working to help the collective? Girl, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to know. I believe love is the highest vibration. And if we just keep sending out love, it has to work. I mean, I just have faith that it's going to work. We just have to love and light always outweigh the darkness and hate. That's the best answer I can give. And it's exhausting, right? Aren't we all pretty exhausted from all of this? So just keep joining, groups, communities that lift up love and light. That's all we can do. Back each other up. Keep the vibration as high as possible. And when you need a break, take a break. Take a day and lay on the couch and watch movies that are happy and funny. I mean, we all need a break sometimes. Science question. I do not know anything about making sage spray. So if anybody knows anything about making sage spray, I have no idea. I did just watch Meghan Markle's Netflix show. One of the episodes, she was making rose water. You could probably make like rose water. I think it's like the third episode of the second season or something. You make it into a spray like that. She just used water and dried roses. But there's a whole process to it. So look up how to make rose water and maybe use sage instead. That's my idea. Let's see. Thank you, Butterfly. That is so sweet, honey. I appreciate that. It's okay to slow down. Repeat 10x. Exactly. Hi, Wisdom Seeker. Hello, Laura. Annie Bear 71 has it on her channel. Okay. That's good to know. Hi, Juniper Vale. All right. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Passed away. Oh, honey. I'm sorry, Richleen. Oh, I'm so sorry about your mom passing away on your wedding day. That is tough. That's a bittersweet day, right? Pat Carlson. I have a relative going through this very same thing, and she's pretty homebound because of it. She has built a little community in her apartment complex, and she does have people come over and help her do things. I would definitely say number one priority is build a community of people who can come and talk to you face to face, because it's loneliness can make people sicker. So I would definitely say you need people to come visit you in person. And if you're able to get out of the house, even if it's just to go to the grocery store for 30 minutes, I would say minimum, if you can get out of the house 3 times a week, minimum. And the weather should be cooling off. So if you're able even to just sit outside in the sunlight, get outside and sit in the sunlight. Get as close to nature as you can and find a few people who can come visit with you regularly. That would be emotional health will help your physical health. And I do have a friend that only THC helps her with her mystery illness. She has it's kind of like MS, but she's not fully diagnosed. She's got other diagnoses, and the medicine they give her make her worse. So THC is really the only thing that helps her. So I'm not sure what you're dealing with here. So, all right. Denise, lots of trauma therapy. I have to get ready for my next members only live stream. Let's see. I'm just trying to and I would say your son's refusing to work because somebody needs to put their foot down and kick him in the butt and say, grow up or get out. I believe in tough love. I'm a tough love mom. I'll love you to death, but I have limits. So I have to get ready for my other live stream, and then I have a 9 p.m. appointment with someone in another country on the other side of the world. So I have to get ready for all of that. I'm going members only at 8 Eastern. So if you want to become a member between now and then, go ahead and I'll be there. And then you guys are going to decide what we're going to talk about. Okay. Members only. You can join for like $2.99, and then you'll be a member, and then you can come to the members only. So thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. If I didn't have to do that thing at 9, I'd stay on longer. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you members in 18 minutes. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Bye.